Morning, good morning, happy Thursday, one and all. You are tuned into the chat on News Dan Murillo and News Channel 10-2. My name is Alan Robertson.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Rhonda Lawnert.
And I'm Chuckalicious, Chuck Williams.
And we've spoken about some upcoming events from around the area and a very fun time as the start of the new year, of course. And with our next guest today, that's certainly going to be no different when it comes to some upcoming events around the area. Coming up on February 6th, you will have the 2024 edition of Day of the Woman, courtesy of the Laura W. Bush Institute for Women's Health. And joining us today is a member from the Institute, Senior Director with the Laura W. Bush Institute, Miss Angela Knapp Eggers. Angela, how are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm wonderful. How are you this morning?
Feeling good, absolutely. I mean, Friday Eve, you know, juices are flowing. We're feeling good, especially for some upcoming events from around the area.
Good morning, Miss Angela. Let's just get right into it. Could you just talk to us about the Laura Bush Institute and what its purpose is and what it offers?
Well, thank you for asking. The Laura Bush Institute, we are part of the Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center. And this is actually our 15th year. We are 15 years old, which just kind of blows my mind. We've been around for a while trying to impact women's health and biological differences between men and women when it comes to research, when it comes to education for medical students or practicing clinicians. And we do a lot of outreach. And some of the money that we raise with our fundraiser allows us to do a lot of outreach at minimal cost or for nothing for the community. And we're proud and happy to do all of it.
You know, it seems like this year, and we talk about this a lot around here, the idea of mental health. It seems like that whole issue is growing and growing and growing. And when it comes to women's mental health, just out of curiosity, what's the difference between that and my mental health?
Well, that is a good question. And, you know, you say it's growing and growing, and it is growing a little bit because of the pressures that we live with,
right,
the expectations from social media, the things that we're dealing with. But in actuality, it isn't so much that it's growing as the conversation is growing. We're all talking about it more. It's more acceptable to tell someone that you need help. But biologically, the differences between you and I'm probably more likely to reach a state of depression. But if you were, you would be more likely to do something dramatic about it than I would.
Oh, I never thought about it like that.
I hadn't either, but I do wonder about, you know, being a mom. It's pretty tough for me sometimes to admit that I'm struggling. And so what do you think are the best avenues for women as far as, you know, getting help, admitting things? Because we want to be the ones that we want to take care of everybody. And I'm just admitting I struggle with that.
Most people do. I think women are the last ones to admit it's a struggle. And that's too bad because we think we're super women. You feel like you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your family. You have to take care of the kids. You have to take care of work. You have to take care of the house. There's so much on your plate. Men just kind of duke it out between themselves and figure out who comes out on the top rung. But the women feel like we have to stay up there, which is difficult. And I will tell you, at the Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center and our Texas Tech Physicians Department, we have an incredible psychiatry department there. And people are becoming more and more willing to seek help, professional help, if they need it. But I will tell you, outreach events like the Laura Bush Institute and others are providing, I think are just as important, if not more important, than the tribe that you surround yourself with. And I think, Rhonda, you will agree that when you really reach the depths of your frustrations or your desperation, the first thing you want to do is call your mother, your best friend, your aunt, your cousin, someone that you know loves you unconditionally and will listen to you without any kind of judgment.
It's a super duper important thing, you know what I mean? And one of the things when it comes to this event, as mentioned on February 6th at the Amarillo Civic Center, Grand Plaza, pardon me. One thing, and pardon me for the trigger warning, those who may be listening or viewing in right now, there will be a presentation from documentary filmmaker Kevin Hines when it comes to suicide prevention, when it comes to just the awareness of it and different things of that nature. Talk a little bit more about that presentation, getting in touch with Kevin Hines. Just talk a little bit more about that particular aspect when it comes to the event in a couple of minutes.
Okay, thank you. Kevin Hines is one that I've kind of followed for years because I think his story is so fascinating. When he was 19 years old, he was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And we all know someone struggling with bipolar disorder. And no matter how much medication you have, if you're not surrounded by people who lift you up and give you the support you need on a daily basis, even your medication is sometimes not enough. So at 19 years old, this is fascinating. At 19 years old, he made a pact one morning. He got up and he said, "This is the deepest, darkest moment of my life, and all I need is for someone to ask me if I'm okay."